Welcome, everybody. Thank you for watching the first episode of Fishing Wisconsin with family and friends. My channel is about recording the things in life that matter the most. Fishing is one of my passions. When you're fishing, you can forget all of life's stresses and just enjoy God's country and the things He's created. The nature, the smells, the sun on your back, and the company of family or friends. These recordings are not professional. They're just shot at random when I'm lucky enough to have a catch or a miss, as you'll see with the camera rolling. We fish a lot of topwater, but we even enjoy watching a float go under from time to time. It doesn't matter the size of the fish as long as you're having fun. This here is a pike that I caught on topwater on Lake Wausau. And then, as you'll see here, this is Lake. Actually, it's the Mondo flowage, if I recall. I'm in my friend Dale's boat. We're using slip bobbers, small hooks, and just and worms, and catching bluegills. Some of the size of, not even the size of my hand, but I think we probably caught 150 that day. It's just neat. Even kids out sometimes, and if they've never experienced fishing, to just see that bobber go under it and they feel the tug on the line. It's a great way to introduce people to fishing that have never done it, and it keeps kids interested because it's constant action, and you're not hunting the big predator fish all day and throwing cast after cast. So but you can see, even for the big kids, it's still fun to just sit and reel them in one after another. So I have to laugh because there's a shot coming up where Dale releases a smallmouth that he caught, and the thing is literally the size, here it is, of his thumb, and it's more like he's releasing a minnow. It kind of cracks me up, but it was still neat to see the camera go under the water. Here we're back on Lake Wausau in a really nice July or August day, just throwing spinner baits at the time for bass off some rocky shorelines. And I'm not much of a walleye fisherman, but occasionally you'll get them to bite too. Especially, it was kind of funny with a big trailer on the spinner bait. Spinner bait, he bit that. But and we moved to you'll see, these are my nephews, Cooper and Easton. These two little guys are some of the most diehard fishermen I know. My brother-in-law Todd comes out, and the four of us go out, and these two little guys will outfish Todd and I, and they are relentless. It's fantastic. Here we are again. I actually am jigging for bass, and I end up hooking a muskie. It's sad I never quite get them on shore, but we tried hard. It was just caught us off guard here.
He's fighting me. Go get the net. It's a muskie, I think.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road.
It's a muskie.
Grabs you by the
Yeah.
direction
It's a muskie. Yeah, seriously.
So make the best of
Come net this
time
for me,
and
Todd.
don't ask why.
Seriously, Todd, net this. Cooper, get in there. I don't want to lose this fish.
It's something unpredictable.
Help me. Yeah, it's on. Don't hurt him. Just get him in there. It might not be big enough. Shit. All right, get him on shore. It's braid. Just pull him, Todd. Just pull him on shore.
So take the photographs
Shit, we
and
lost
still
him.
frames in your
Fuck.
mind. Hanging on a shelf in good health
He's
and
gone.
good time. Tattoos
He's
and
gone.
memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth
I got it on
all
tape,
the
so it counts,
while.
damn it.
It's something unpredictable.
Hopefully I get another chance at one of those
Yeah,
next
he's
year.
right there, but you're not going to...
Here's some more topwater largemouth bass. I believe this one is hitting the frogs. This is in midsummer again on Lake Wausau. It's not bad. They put up a good fight. The largemouth are always fun, especially when you see that. explosion on the surface when they pop that. I think there's some good videos of some smallmouth jumping later on this show. They're a little lighter. They vary in this area. Sometimes you see the really nice dark stripe on them. Other times they're just more greenish, but I could catch largemouth all day long and be in heaven. Like I said earlier, sometimes you miss them. That's the funny thing if you're topwater fishing. They'll blow up, and sometimes they hit it. It takes a lot of practice. Sometimes you have to hold off. You can't set a hook right away with these baits. And I'd like to say that I catch every single one, but missing them is part of the sport. Sometimes it's frustrating, but it takes a lot of practice. Sometimes they blow up, and I try to count to 3 before I even set the hook. That's what I found as a best practice. It takes a lot of discipline. Here you'll see another pike hit it. That's the funny thing. You'll be fishing for bass. You go out for bass, and these pike are all over it. And sometimes they eat. They eat the same baits, and they'll hit the same stuff all that I'm fishing for largemouth on. These pike put up a good, really good fight. The only thing is they're so damn slimy, and they just gunk up my boat so bad, but they are a fun fish to hook and reel in. And he wasn't that big. He was only 17. We get them pretty big sometimes on Lake Wausau. I mean, you'll be pushing 40 for the really good ones. I don't think I got any of those on camera this year. I wish I would have. It always seems like those come typical when I'm alone, and of course no one's with me, and it's at the end of the day when the camera's dead. I know it sounds like I'm making all that up, but that just seems to be the luck a lot of times. But I'm using a heavy setup here. This is actually a pitching and flipping rod, but he's a little bigger, 20-inch pike. You can catch these all day long, but at least you're getting bites. This is at dusk. I love that jump. These are smallmouth. We didn't catch anything all day in this kits, and then it's like someone turned on a light switch, and all of a sudden smallmouth just start happening. Here's another. I believe this is a smallmouth. This was caught on a fluke. And an ultralight. So you see it's a little harder to get in when you don't have that heavy equipment. He's got the nice stripes on his face, the brown color to him. That's my buddy John in the background. Lake Wausau is very close to an airport, so sometimes you'll see those cool planes fly right over your head. Cooper's got one here. He's got one. I believe on a Twitch bait. I was really happy. This was a decent fish for Cooper. He was pretty excited about it. Even got a little photo in there. Not the best underwater release, but another smallmouth in slow motion. Well, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully the next episode next year I can get a bunch of different hits in there and fish captured. So thanks again for watching.